Hey, this is Chuck, and you are listening to Fans with Bands, the podcast where we talk to the fans and the bands they dig about life, music, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Today on Fans with Bands, we're talking to Slumlord Radio. Check it out. Hey, this is Chuck with Fans with Bands, and I'm talking to Tommy, Mike, Matt, and the new guy, Trey, from Slumlord Radio. How are you guys doing?
Very good.
Awesome. So I see that you've migrated from the former Swedish hostel into the new abode, which is your practice area. Nobody can actually see this as I'm talking on, the podcast, but you guys look like you're, maybe waiting for the parole officer. I'm not sure. The office situation there.
It's fine. So,
So it's been like a minute and a half since the last time I talked to you guys. You guys were number 4 when I very first started this, like back in 2020, in November of 2020. So that it's been a long time, and I think it hasn't been that long since I seen you, because I think Fuzzfest. Well, you guys did you play Fuzzfest last year or not?
Last year, the year before, I remember.
Year before. Yep. Well, so shit. So it's been way too long. Thank you guys for being on Fans with Bands. It's awesome.
Thanks for having us, Chuck. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So, you got so Tommy got tired of being the sole guitar player, and you decided to add another guitar slinger to the arsenal. So how did Trey get into the mix, or did you just
found me off the street?
That's what I was going to say. Pulled up in the Slumlord van and said, "Hey, man, get in."
Yeah, well, we started offering Slumlord internships because we were hoping to get some sort of tax breaks.
Mm-hmm.
So we hired him on an intern. But he's gonna get paid any day here soon.
Wait for check.
Checks in the mail. Yeah.
Any day. Awesome. So Trey, what was the motivation for joining these guys?
Well, so I've been in a few different bands, and my other band, Starman Deluxe, we played quite a few shows with Slumlord, and every time I was able to book a show, I'd ask to see if they could do it, and most of the time they would, which was awesome, So and I think it just got to the point where Tommy asked me a couple of times, I think throughout like 2023 or something, and hey man, you want to play guitar sometime? I was like, yeah man, just for a couple songs or whatever. He was like, no man, be in the band. I was like, oh okay, I'll do that.
Awesome.
All right, yeah, sure, I'll do that.
So 2 guitar players I think is awesome, because you both can kind of riff off each other, but for the whole band, how has that changed the dynamics for you guys? Because power trio is power trio, but then when you add a 4th guitar player, it kind of changes the dynamic a little bit.
It makes some of the heavy parts, it just makes heavier.
Yeah.
And then it's Trey's he's not just filling in a sound, he's adding to it. So him and Tommy can trade off solos, and I'm enjoying in practice I get to hear and I'm really digging it, so it's working well.
Awesome.
Yeah, it kind of added a little bit more like a Thin Lizzy type. We can do more stuff like that. And Trey's just a ripper. Yeah. Sometimes too good. I'm like, I was like, cut that shit.
Take it down a notch. Come on.
I was like, better not be playing that good. Don't that shit live.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
He's been playing with us since May or June.
I joined in May, and then you guys played at the machine shop for the lynch mob, and then I only practiced a couple times with you guys.
Yeah,
and I just kind of slowly, I would just sit at home, and I would just listen to all the Slumlord stuff on Spotify, and I would just play along with them.
Yeah.
And as best as I could, just
yeah.
So we went in, I was already kind of prepared to hey, this one. It's hey, you try to
kind of.
So, like, what was that first show with Slumlord like for you, Trey?
You know, that was at Turnstiles, and they were doing it was like a festival. No, it was like an all-day show thing. It was a car show.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's right. It was like a start of summer.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And yeah, so that was pretty cool. There was a bunch of like souped up like project cars out there, just like
Nice.
just like rolled in, and there was quite a few bands that played, and then we had to move inside because I think it started to rain like right when we started playing.
it worked out really good
Yeah.
actually. I think we played a couple and then had Trey up for the rest of the set just for
Uh-huh.
what he knew at that point. And then it was like 2 or 3 weeks later, we played Festival of the Arts outside downtown Grand Rapids with a shit ton of people. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
Here we go. It's, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Turnstile show, I wasn't as nervous just because I'm not like familiar with the venue, so it was just like, all right, it's gonna be like a kind of like a practice for me,
Yeah.
It's my interview almost, with the band, and then
See if he could cut it.
yeah, I mean, I think like literally like right after that, I mean, we played, I think we played a show at BMO's, and
Right,
then
yeah.
and then we did the Vault, and then we were doing like big shows. We did Crispy Fest. And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, yeah. So I had to like be like on these big stages like immediately with these guys. So like those ones were kind of nerve wracking, but I mean, once you like 10 seconons in, you're like, okay, I got this.
You could just throw him in the frying pan and see how he gets done. So.
Not the first time.
No.
Yeah, because the festival, like, it's outdoors and it's super loud. You're ringing off the buildings
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah, they usually got nice PA, like nice and loud, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But,
We played in front of the courthouse. Yeah, so we told Trey if he didn't play well, we were going to turn him in.
Well, it sounds like it's working out though, right? Everybody's
yeah, for sure.
everybody's in, and so I saw the new tune Snake Bite. Did Trey Snake Bite? What is it? What is it?
Snake bit. There's no
Snake
E.
Bit. Oh, that's right.
There's one E.
Bit. Yeah.
It's silent though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, did Trey record that with you guys, or is that?
Yeah, he's on that one. We had tracked it somewhat, and we were doing some overdubs, finishing up touch ups, and that was when he had started playing. So he was able to throw some parts on there that came out really nice, actually.
Yeah, because I think you got your like kind of finishing up the track at that point, and then Tommy, the guy, just like, you just stop on in and lay a layer down basically the the rhythm guitar. So there's no like guitar solo in the song, so I just
That's
put a layer down.
That's him doing the pick scrape at the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
that was his big. It really makes the song.
I was gonna say the pre-chorus and the chorus at the end. I thought maybe that was Trey doing the la la la, the.
No, not quite. So that's actually Ira or Irv's.
Yeah,
that's Irv.
His wife plays. Actually, it's his daughter too, but she plays in a band, Gorgeous Nightmare out here. And Rebecca is a great singer. And they actually, you'd like it, man. They did they played and they did some like Testament and like some Skid Row. They do like they did Slave to the Grind and all that.
Oh yeah, I've
shit
seen
like
do
that.
Slave to the Grind. I've seen him do Alice in Chains, Wood. They do really well. Like she's got a killer voice. She's
Wow.
So I was like, hey, you want me to see if they'll do it? I'm like, I was like, shit, go for it. Because me and I was like, yeah, go for it. See.
Yeah, we can't quite hit those high notes.
I think I'll be able to do it if you guys really need me to.
Stepped up.
I mean, the overall song has like it sounds like Slumlord Radio, maybe slightly darker, but that chorus in there, like when I first heard it at the beginning, I'm like, what? It's pretty low in the mix, but you're like, what is going on here? These guys, because it had me thinking of it's that Vulgaris album from Queens of the Stone Age when they were. There's a tune there where they have like this kind of like la, 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 you know, and I was like, what is going on? So what was I mean, just thought it would sound cool and put it on there. What was the kind of genesis, or had that been in there when you were thinking of recording it?
Well, it kind of came across like, oh, it'd be cool to have something like there.
Yeah.
It was just more so to get, you know, so I think once we kind of thought about it, it was kind of like, it was like, oh yeah, it'd be better with like, you know, maybe like some more like female vocals rather than, you know, trying to
Yeah. Try for you guys trying to do it.
Yeah.
No, it's funny you'd say that too, because even before we put that on there, like it always kind of reminded me of like the Queens of the Stone Age. It's got like that bouncy,
Yeah,
you
the
know, I
beat
mean,
for sure.
yeah. It always seemed like that even before that, and then when it was on there, it was like, oh wow, yeah, that actually works really good. So,
Yeah, well, because when I heard that tune, I was like, man, that intro had me thinking of that, and then I was trying to like skim through some Stone Age stuff to find the exact tune, and I was like, I still couldn't find it, but that reminded me, like hearing you know that tune, and then going back and listening to some of your other music, there is a little bit of a similarity the way you guys, especially the rhythm section, the way you guys play, that does hit that kind of Queens of the Stone Age thing. I don't know, has anybody ever mentioned that before, or have you guys been secretly influenced by those dudes?
I don't think it's a secret we've been influenced by. I'm like, that's quite a compliment. I'll take that all day long. But I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that one. We get a lot of different. Oh, you sound like this, and I'm like, oh, okay. I love those guys. I don't, it's not on purpose, but it comes through like that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. People say we sound like Boston.
I was like, you heard Boston? I heard someone say we sounded like Anthrax, and I was like, have you heard Anthrax?
Really heard Boston?
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe I'm a man.
Maybe I'm a man.
Yeah. Or I was gonna say when they do the cover of Joe Jackson, Got Time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a great cover.
Or what's the one with Chuck D?
Bring the Noise.
Bring the Noise. Yeah.
That is Slumlord Radio right there.
Yeah, you might have just given us a new cover to work on there, Chuck. That would be.
You'll have to come up and do the Chuck D parts.
Hell yes.
Yeah, it's Chuck M up there. Yeah, nobody wants to see me rapping, that's for sure.
Chuck M.
I do. I
think a lot. Actually, I think you're wrong. I think
you totally underestimate that.
I would feel like I was disrespecting Chuck and Dr. Dre. I'd be like, oh God, why is this dude doing this? Why? So you got that new tune that you've recorded. I got to imagine that you're working together now on some new stuff, because it's been a little bit since had some new music. So what's the story there? What are you guys working on?
Yeah, we got actually I was going to be swinging by here. Your twin, your West Side twin, swinging by. Yeah, we have a couple songs kind of prepped. We're going to do a little bit of pre-production. We got a few. Yeah, we're hoping to get something out this year, because it was kind of like we just had a few setbacks, man. It seems like just over the years trying to get stuff out. Yeah, and this worked out well, So. Nice. And we got a couple cool things, man. We'll have to send you actually. So one of our buddies, Dirty Donnie, who's like an artist, he did like the Metallica pinball machine, the PBR pinball machine, like done shit for a bunch of bands, Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah,
really? Wow.
Yeah, he's doing. We're gonna have a vinyl postcard coming up with him. He's doing the art, and it's like a little vinyl that's gonna be in there that you can send to people. And
really?
It's got a cover of "I Want to Be Your Dog" is on it. And Donnie did all the art for it. It's Dirty Donnie Gillis. Look him up. He does fucking really cool shit. So.
Where is he located?
California.
He's in Cali.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. So is it going to be like one of those little flexi discs like they used to put in like magazines? Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the kind you probably remember getting it out of the cereal box. It's
Fuck
it's
yeah.
something just
Well,
like that.
I remember getting them because when I used to get not guitar player, but one of those, they'd put those little, and even like Steve Vai, Flexident, that Flexi
Yeah.
disc they did. But I used to like love those, and there were some metal mags too that used to have like maybe it was Kerrang or something, little tiny. Well, they're not tiny. They were like a fucking
Yeah, I
5x5 thing or something. Yeah.
we haven't gotten them back yet, so hopefully we'll see you soon. We can show them to you. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be
that's what they're supposed to be like postcard size, roughly. I think they're kind of thin. Like I said, we haven't gotten them in yet.
awesome.
Should be
Man.
really cool.
Yeah, yeah. That could be like a total nostalgia trip for some people going, whoa, I haven't seen these in forever.
Yeah. So we got that coming out, and then we'll have some new album coming out. So,
Awesome.
well, singles album. Just getting some new stuff out there, man. Some new music out there.
Well, because we haven't released or recorded anything in a while, we've got a few songs that we've been working on. I think a couple of them we played live once or twice. So we finally got Snake Bit done, and it was like, let's do more.
Yeah,
So
that's
did-
what huge too.
At any time, did you feel like you were creatively stuck? Did you feel like you had to like trying to break out of a rut at all? Or was it just like, we got other shit going on, we're playing all these shows and we don't have time to fuck around writing some more stuff?
Yeah, there's that, and it was just kind of like it seemed like for whatever reason, man, just shit wasn't coming together. It was kind of like a weird. Then we got Trey, man.
Yeah, I set them
Yeah,
back a little
he's-
bit. But
Yeah,
Trey is really the straw that stirs the drink, I think. Is what we messed up at.
he goes, "Damn it, guys!" He goes, "Get it together." We said,
What are you doing? Come on.
We're like, "All right."
you can only imagine what's going to happen after this call is done.
Yeah.
So, with Trey in there, have you adjusted any of the magic as far as how you're approaching songwriting? Is it still the basic, come up some riffs and put them together, or has any of that changed?
I mean, yeah, basically the same thing. I mean, get together, play them, kind of like learn them. But I mean, even the old stuff, we've done. It's definitely added because we played a lot of shows with bands like Lucid Furs.
Yep.
We played with them, and like Karen and Dan were like, they're like, "Oh shit, man!" With that, like having an extra guitar player because it's kind of changed our dynamics up quite a bit. Actually, surprisingly, going from just 3 to 4, I think it just gives it a wide, fuller sound.
Yeah.
Or like we just played done a flip side with Mazinga and Chris. He was like, "Damn." It's like the kid's your secret weapon.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was bummed I missed that. How did that show go? Because that's a cool place. I saw
cool.
Lucid Furs there once. So yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. They had a lot of cool stuff there. It was icy, man. It was
Yeah.
the weather was
And then it'll be
really
pretty
dry.
crappy out. But the location was cool. What was his name that booked it? Was it
Lars.
Lars?
Oh,
Lars
yeah.
was super cool. They treated us well, and it was us with Mazinga and Black Swan Dive Bomb, and so it was a cool lineup.
Yeah, and the place itself was really cool. I had to stop myself from spending money. There was just so much stuff there. It was like a record shop and then also a pawn shop at the same time. So
Yeah.
like, they set up.
And like collectibles up the
Oh,
ass,
yeah.
like just fucking wow, that's cool. That's cool. So
Yeah.
check it out. It's sweet if you haven't been there.
Mhm.
Oh no, I went to see the Lucid Furs there, and I've been there before just to go buy records. But every time I go in, like you guys said, it's like they've got like a sweet, like just selection of like if you're into punk, if you're into hardcore, if you're into metal, plus regular rock stuff and some cool funk albums I saw in there and some blues. But the metal things. I think I got Amorphous, Tales of a Thousand or 10,000 Lakes that they had that there. I think Sepultura,
Oh, really? Okay.
There was a good metal selection. I remember that.
Yeah.
And punk too.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I got to take these home. Next thing I know, I'm $100 in. I'm like, God damn it! I just went to see a show. So
I try not to look too much, otherwise I would have spent everything I had.
Well, that was part of the deal. Is like, because I got there early, and bands are setting up and stuff, and then you're just kind of killing time. So it's like, well, what are you gonna do? So walk around, look at these albums. Next thing you know, I'm like, God damn it, and you're
I know, man.
creating a little stack, and it's like, ah, shit. And Brenda, my wife's walking away, going, "Oh no, here we go again."
Oh, Chuck.
No, yeah. So you guys got a gig, some more gigs with Mazinga coming up. I saw you're going to play with, was it Electric Frankenstein?
Yes, they're coming out. So kind of start off. So March we're playing the Pyramid Scheme with Brant Bjork from Caius, Who Made Shoes. We're playing that with Carbon Decoy.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh yeah, cool. Do you need a ticket?
No, I bought one already.
Ah, no, that's cool. You need two.
So they're playing in Detroit. Are you coming to the Grand Rapids one?
Yeah, well, I didn't realize they were going to play in Detroit, so I was like so excited because I've seen Brant at the Machine Shop actually, and so I think he opened up for COC.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was COC and Mothership and Brant, I think. And yeah, he was awesome. So as soon as I saw that show announced, I was like, I bought a ticket. I mean, it was like within like seconds, I saw it pop up, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm going. I just had to go. It's fucking Monday in Grand Rapids, but whatever, I'm fucking going.
You retired, Chuck. You live that retired life, man.
I know.
There's no schedule for you.
That's right. Every day's Saturday. So
well, bonus, you get to see us. So
that's right. Yeah. But then I saw the Detroit show. I was like, well, fuck it, go out to Grand Rapids, so.
Yeah, let us know when we roll into town, man.
Yeah.
Got some beers.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
Sure.
So you got that show coming up in March, and then
March. What's the date on that?
It's
one?
10th.
It's the 10th.
March
Yeah.
10th.
And then
yeah.
Yeah, Electric Frankenstein. So they're coming out for 2 shows. So we got them set up. They're doing 411 at the Tip Top. We're doing that with Mazinga and our buddies at Von Werewolves. Actually, because funny story, like they were big fans. They came out because we did a big Dirty Donnie Electric Frankenstein show a couple years ago. And one of our buddies that was in the Von Frankensteins actually had hit a deer on his motorcycle the night before, but he really wanted to come. So he came. He hadn't even been to the hospital. He was just on these crutches.
He was on crutches, but he was just like, I'm not gonna miss this.
So he comes out, and so they're reforming for that show.
Yeah, his name the Von Werewolves, and then I'm Mazinga's coming out here. They're great. They were really cool.
They were really good.
And then they're playing. Is it the Sanctuary?
The 12th. So we're 412. We're doing with Mazinga and Electric Frankenstein at the Sanctuary in Detroit with Edison Hollow.
Nice.
For the Detroit show. Both shows we've got Jim Madsen, who's Print Destroyer. Check out his stuff on there. He's really does really great artwork. And Sick Nick Productions. Same, man. He does a lot of cool stuff. Usually at shows, he sets up his turntables. He'll spin these 45s. He's got a bunch of cool art. Actually, they'll come into town every so often, man. I end up buying like just a ton of shit from him because of these art pop-ups. Jim does a lot of like the Roth type, just really cool stuff, man. If you check him out on there, he's done a lot of band posters too over the years, like when they roll through different areas like Nashville.
Oh wow! Wait, how'd you guys hook up with those guys?
For the Dirty Donnie show. So we invited a couple artist buddies to come up, and that's how we met.
Yeah, that was a really good show. That was pre-Trey.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I was there. That was a cool show. I did spend some money
cool
too.
Electric Frankenstein were great.
Yeah,
it's
yeah. The whole set was awesome, and it was just cool because there was a lot of artists there, and just like all because like there was like somebody that had like like crochet or like knitted like sculpture things or
Yeah.
and then
all kinds of stuff.
yeah, then there's like a bunch of like
I had to stop looking and walk away because I'm like, I will spend,
Oh, I know.
yeah, me too.
about to go to the ATM again. I can't.
It kind of that sort of reminds me of a show I went to at Ogma last year. It was called Art Pop. So they had a bunch of different bands, Lucius Fox and who else? Blanking out right now. Lucius Fox was one of the main ones I wanted to see. But yeah, they had all this different art there, like poster artist Craig Horkey. Do you know him from
Yeah.
Cavalcade? He was there. Yeah, but like people selling all kinds of shit, like just either poster art or
I got some really sweet stickers at that last one we did, like really nice old school monster like stickers, and like it was just cool shit. Everywhere you looked, it was like, oh.
Well, especially Donnie and Jim. I mean, he had he did the Metallica. Like, he had a couple like Stranger Things. He did shit for Metallica, and some estate stuff like Jimi Hendrix and like AC/DC. He did one. And
I did the Aerosmith pinball machine. The artwork for that.
I was just playing the Metallica one in a bar past weekend actually.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
You know what? I was gonna kick an ass. I was doing pretty good.
Living the dream.
That one was kind of unforgiving, but I was doing pretty good.
So it sounds like you guys have been really busy, playing shows and stuff. How does it, thinking back to 2020? Well, obviously then we were all kind of shut down, but once things got going, how do you feel the music scene is in your area and around Michigan where you've been playing? Does it feel like it's better than before the pandemic? Does it feel like it's just the same or what? What are your thoughts on that?
Better. It's getting back to what it was. I don't know that it's there yet, but it seems like it's starting to.
I wouldn't say it's worse either.
No, it took a while to get back to, even for us, playing like regular shows. Like,
yeah.
Seems like it.
But it sounds like, at least my impression is that in where you guys are in Grand Rapids, seems to be quite a few like cool venues to play at that book like original music. Does it feel like it's the same? Does it feel like those venues are being supportive of the local music scene?
I do. I mean, I think we're lucky because there's quite a few. There's quite a few places to play. Even like a place like the Pyramid Scheme, like lately, you see a lot of local acts. They're having a lot of local acts open up for bigger acts. Even as a matter of fact, and it's cool too because they're not just doing like West Michigan acts either. Like obviously Grand Buick, we have Carmen Decoy coming too, which is cool, man. That they're letting like other people. I think that's important to be able to have bands from other areas be able to cultivate a fan base out here, because that's one of the quickest ways, like doing stuff like that, because it's just
playing with other people, like to get to like the intersection is good. They not always, but generally like they'll have local openers that support the bigger shows, which is way cool. Turnstile treats us well. They have original music a lot of times.
Yeah.
Tip Top is where we're doing the Electric Frankenstein show over here, and Tip Top has been great for a long time. We've been, for as long as we've been doing this, you see venues come and go, and taste change, and this place is better, and but we've been pretty lucky here in Grand Rapids. Like there are some cool.
Yeah. Things always has a lot of nice crowd, and then one place that's really gone that we're gonna mess with. There's a place called. Did you ever come out to 741 at all? That was
no.
Yeah, we had some buddies run a bar. It was pretty cool, man. It was kind of
like our own clubhouse, man.
Yeah.
Been for like a year.
Yeah, it was
I just turned 21. I started going there.
Because That place was fun. We had some good times there.
But yeah, we're lucky, man. I think out here, I think there's a lot of great venues that are real supportive. Have bands play. It's pretty cool because there's
Even 20 Monroe, which is a pretty good size. We actually we played there opening for ACDC tribute. So
Oh, really?
for
Awesome.
venues that size to you have local support is way fun.
Yeah, that is awesome because a lot of those, because that's a Live Nation venue, I think, right?
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff like that's cool, man. I mean, as ridiculous as sometimes it seems, like it's cool, man, to do stuff like that because you get in front of a different audience that you never would.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you guys have been, like I said, I mean, you've been kind of around the state, really.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is cool because you have a presence in all those, and you know people in all those different like areas, right? Sort of a cross
Oh, yeah.
pollination, so that, like you said,
For sure.
a band like Carbon Decoy can go out there. You can go over to Flint, or into Detroit, and people are gonna know who you are, and yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we've been lucky too, like getting to play the Fuzz Fest that we have, which I think we mentioned before that, but seeing you there is always awesome. But playing that, just the quality of bands that is on that, like
Yeah.
we met some really, really cool people that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Chris does a great job of like just creating it's funny because I don't know if you're not on there, we do a weekly newsletter from Life in Michigan called the Sunday Sip. And each week, either Brenda or I are writing it. So this week I'm on deck. And it's funny because I'm actually writing something about collaborations. And it's when you mentioned Fuzzfest, I was just thinking of that there's like these certain festivals, these certain people in the Michigan music scene that are really super collaborative. Like you guys get around to all these different things. Chris at Fuzzfest, in Mazinga, he cultivates all these different bands. I swear to God, I wouldn't have seen half those bands that have played there because I was just like, who are you, right?
For playing that, and I found so many good bands to
Yeah.
listen to, checking this shit out. It's way, way cool stuff, man.
And I was just spending some time in Kalamazoo, which you wouldn't think. I mean, I know some bands there, but they've got like this heavy scene going on as far as like hard rock.
Yeah.
Metal. Like, holy shit, because the guys do you guys didn't know Jeff and Ben from Drink Their Blood?
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know those guys.
Those guys are awesome. I love those dudes.
Yeah, we it's been a while. We played with them
Yeah,
a couple times. I know the one year, Festival of the Arts, we played right after them, and it was a fucking blast.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, but I was just out because they had Jeff Fest. You ever been to Jeff Fest?
Yeah.
Jeff Fest, and then there's then Brad from Cavalcades, and he's working with Jeff and Ben. They're putting on Oigs Fest. That's going to be in Kalamazoo, so that's another one. Yep. Yeah, it'll be at Papa Pete's, I think.
Yeah, old Papa Pete's.
Yeah, that place is a good place, man. I'm like, the first time I went there, I was like, I wasn't sure what to expect, but it was actually really cool.
Place too. If I remember exactly, the last time I was there was like in 2016, and like we played like this big old like metal sort of like in my first band. This big old metal show. And I just remember going to like the same thing. There were like tables everywhere. I was like, what the heck's going on? But like I remember the stage was huge.
Yeah.
The place itself was huge. The pizza was pretty good. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's I was just thinking that's kind of a cool aspect of the Michigan music scenes when you can have this kind of cross pollination where you can get a band like you guys out over on the east side and then get some east side bands over that way. So that's super cool.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of the important part. You know what I mean? Like that's always a cool part of it. Being able to do that, trade back and forth.
Yeah.
The camaraderie with all these bands, like we're not like trying to compete with each other or anything. We're just,
yeah,
make friends and whatnot. Scratch my back, scratch yours, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like
Yeah.
we brought Mazinga and Lucid Furs, other and like brought them out and had them at Turnstiles and a couple other places here, and like to get those bands in front of different people to be like, check this out, because like this is good shit. Like that's cool.
Yeah. Well, and I think it helps to like just elevate the entire scene because somebody gets to, so if you're in the on the east side, then somebody gets to check you out that hasn't seen you before and go, "Oh shit, I did not know this band was there." And the same, conversely, you got them coming out there and going, "Holy shit, what the fuck?"
Hold on a second, Chuck. I got a surprise for you.
All right.
It's time to get your doppelganger.
The doppelganger. All right.
We got some DNA and had you call.
Yeah. Grabbed a beard hair and like, oh, dun, dun, dun.
I just found one on the floor. And like, I hope this is Chuck. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. You get the wrong guy. Oh, it could be like The Fly, you get
Right.
fuck. No.
What have we done? What is humanity? Yeah.
Why? You bastards, why?
Yeah, so we got the Electric Frankenstein, both of those shows at Grant York, and then I think we got another one on the east side of the state. I'm not sure if it's been announced. We play Demos in Bay City a lot because I grew up in Bay City.
Oh, okay.
So it's they always treat us well and have a good time.
That's a cool spot too.
Yeah, they're known for that area. Just like even if you don't know who's playing, you can go there and like there's a band and there's pretty good chance they'll be good. So it's
yeah.
So we're playing up there. I think that might be with Mazinga again too, because we love those guys. So.
Yeah. That's a good combo, actually.
Yeah, I think we fit really well with them, and like.
Oh god, they're so good too.
Yeah,
that was my first time at Flipside seeing them, and I was blown away.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah, I remember seeing them before they reformed. So this is like back in, I don't know, 2008, 2009.
Okay.
Okay.
In Ipsy, and I think that was the first time I ever met Chris.
Okay.
They were. Oh, I remember it now. There was a band called Universal Temple of Divine Power. You ever heard of that band? If you ever get a chance, I think they're on Spotify. So Chuck Burns, do you know Chuck Burns from used to be in Seduce, and he was in Highborn, and he was in Speedball.
It sounds real familiar, but I don't really know him. But
yeah, so Chuck was in this band with Elliot. I can't think of Elliot's last name. Elliot's a great guitar player in the Detroit area. He was in Black Irish. You ever heard of that band? They're no longer around. Anyway, those two dudes were in this band along with some other guys, and it was called Universal Temple of Divine Power. Super like heavy hitting like hard rock blues band. And so I went to see them, and that's how I ran into Chris because Mazinga played. That's where I got to know him, and then that ended up because I saw that he started a different band called Blue Snaggletooth, and that led to me getting to the very first Fuzz Fest because it was like totally by accident. So me and Chris had the same birthday. It's like 4/11. He's like 10 years younger than me, but anyway, his birthday, that's what he did, is he did the very first Fuzz Fest at Woodruff's in Ipsy. And so it was my birthday. I'm like, fuck, let's go see and the Mugs were playing. And so I was like, we got to go see this. And then that kind of started the whole chain reaction of going to every fucking Fuzz Fest.
But even the ones we weren't playing, it's hard being on the other side of the state, but I'd see him and be like, damn, that's a good lineup. Like, I really would like to go to that.
Yeah. And he does.
Is it generally like local acts or like from like around the area that play there?
It's mostly Michigan bands. I know they've had some from like Ohio and Indiana.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, they had I think Album, that band Album.
Album's fantastic.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of their stuff online.
So this is an actual sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were the ones that found.
All right, what's up, dudes?
What a
Hey,
fucking
Chuck.
spot, man.
Hey, Chuck.
Herb's here, Chuck.
Awesome.
Let me set some shit down.
Yeah, it's chilly out.
It was hectic out there, man. It's scary.
Oh, is the
This is, do you know Chuck Morris? I don't know if we met before or not. He looks familiar. It's like, what's up, Chuck?
hey man, what's happening?
Yeah, I recorded our last song.
Oh, cool, awesome,
Snake bit, yeah.
very cool.
So he can tell you how horrible we are to work with.
Terrible.
So-
I'm gonna sit right here. Is that cool?
I'm feeling lonely.
That was like sitting down on
It's farther down the bridge.
so Ira, how did you get involved with these guys?
Well, I too am a musician around the area, and we played together a bunch. I've known Tommy now for what? A few years, quite a few years.
Oh yeah.
We've become good friends over the past couple of years, and Tommy and I've worked together on a couple of different projects. I've had some other bands that he was involved in come in and do some recording and stuff. So I just we kind of linked up that way, really.
Yeah.
We all play in the same. We play shows together and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we were talking about, just trading shows and and meeting people and shit. Just being in the same place. I don't know how many times
Yeah.
we've been to see the same
Oh, yes.
fucking bands and hey, this team's all right.
So Ira, are you still playing?
Oh yeah. I play in way too many bands. I think I play like 4 or 5 bands or something right now
Holy shit!
that I can think of. Yeah, I've got 3 original bands, and then I got 2 cover bands that I play in as well.
Oh, cool.
Fun stuff.
You're a drummer, right? And all
Yeah,
the
of course.
bands.
When you're a drummer around here, man,
You can find
I think that's everywhere.
high demand.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah, drummers. If you could, because it's hard to find good drummers.
It is. It's very hard.
It's always been that way. Like, because I used to play back in the late 80s, 90s, and like that was the thing. If you could find a
Yep.
fucking drummer, boom, you have it.
It starts everything. But the worst part is at the very end, the last thing you have to do is find a good singer,
Oh yeah.
and that's harder than finding a good drummer.
Hey, Chuck, have you ever been to the DAC in Muskegon?
Right on the beach, impossible to miss.
Oh yeah, I think so.
We
I
gotta-
mean, I've been to Burning Foot and
Yeah, it's right next to Burning Foot. You know the place that's made out of the shipping containers and all that. shit?
yeah.
That's my joint. I run all the music there for them.
Oh,
So
cool.
I'm a house engineer and entertainment manager and stuff like that.
Man, the amount of times I've been there. I mean, like only a few times. I've never seen you.
That's what the hell, man.
He's
Yeah,
a sound guy. You're not
I have people.
supposed
I've got
to
guys,
know.
man. It's all right.
That's-
I can't work every day. Jesus Christ.
That's
Slave driver.
yeah. We're not young like you. So.
Yeah, right.
So
But-
are you guys? So you worked on the Snake Bit tune.
Yep.
And is Ira like recording you guys for the new material that you're gonna do? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what.
so
Yeah,
far.
that's what. He said. That's how it goes.
Missed
He,
that one. You said-
he didn't quit on us doing that first one. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
focus more on it. We'll
These
see
guys
what
are,
happens.
dude. These guys are so easy to work with. They're an absolute treat. Everybody is really practiced up when they come in. They hit all their marks. Nobody fucks around. It's just, I mean, well, we fuck around because that's
Yeah.
part of the fun
That's
of
how
doing
it
it.
is. Yeah.
You know, but it's but everybody comes in, knows their stuff. These guys are all pros. They just they handle it. They do it up and knock stuff out in no time flat. So
Awesome.
His check's in the mail too.
Yeah.
That's what the flattery's for.
Yeah,
Is when he
that's right.
come to get a
that's
check.
right. A little
Yeah.
bonus at the end. I was thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we talk about like, oh yeah, there's a big like our label's got a big check coming for you. Yeah, I remember like let's get these songs done. And
We're
like,
gonna move some financials around.
Yeah, yeah, we got
It's tax purposes.
Move
and
some
shit,
money in.
Yeah.
You and me both.
Yeah, you got to hit the Swiss bank account, right? You got to.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. So tonight the idea was I'm going to come here. I think they're going to go through this. We're doing 4 songs.
yeah.
Go through the 4 songs that we're going to record. That we're going to track here pretty soon. And I'm just going to take notes and make sure I kind of have everything because I didn't know. I mean, I knew. I've obviously heard them a million times, But when we got together to do that first song, you know what I mean? It was just, it was a fresh new thing. It was really super fun. It took a lot longer than it should because I have way too many things going on quite often. So
He's in 19 bands.
I'm in way too many bands. I work at way too many places, mix way too much shit.
That's awesome. So where's the recording going to take place?
1221 Black Door. That's the name of my little studio there over here on the, I guess it's not really the west side.
Kind of.
I mean, it's on the other side of the river,
Yeah.
but it's still the west side.
It's
It's a great reference.
They used to print up the old Star Wars figures out there, didn't they, or something?
So in the building that we're in, all of the original molds, the 12-inch molds that they did for all of the original Kenner action figures, Star Wars action figures, the original molds were all made in the building that we're in. Pretty cool. Huh?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, my buddy's dad owned the place. That's how I knew that.
oh,
And
wow.
and he actually still has every single Kenner toy
Wow.
ever made because they just gave all of them to his dad. So he had first runs of everything. I don't even want to know. Filthy rich people. Filthy rich.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, man. Yeah, we're still really good friends to this day. As a matter of fact, we played in a band together when we were like 17 years old.
Are you in the will?
Better be. The parents like me. So.
Does he have?
Yeah, he's got a nice studio set up, just a shit ton of equipment, lots of toys for us to play
It is a
with.
really
Yeah.
cool spot.
Except for it makes me go down to the one liquor store and get He's like, dude, hey Tommy, here's $7.
Tommy.
Make it work.
That's what it really feels like, the West Side.
Yeah. Give me a pack of smokes.
Myron, this isn't enough.
It'll work. It'll work.
Boys, smokes.
Oh,
I
man.
was gonna come in and do and pull some bubbles quote on there. I was
Really?
thinking about it as I was coming in, and then there was too much going on.
Oh, smokes.
Oh yeah, there you go. So, when you guys record, is it? Do you do it live? Is everything
We're doing straight up tracking, just traditional wise. We'll come in and we have the drum. We'll do drums, guitar, and bass all at the same time.
Yeah.
Quite often, and only one guitar normally, if or both if if the band likes that.
I'll be supervising.
Yeah, exactly. So
If there's two parts needed,
yeah. Oh, of course. Then, yeah. So it's just to get the pilot tracks down. That's the big thing. But the drums are obviously the most essential part of the first step of the process.
Nice.
So they came in. We got pilot guitars, and I'll even take pilot bass, stuff like that, because sometimes with that scratch stuff, you end up using that quite often. You'll get a really solid take on a scratch sometimes. It's really weird.
Wow.
And with the way that the digital world works now, man, I can manipulate everything so I can edit it so well and do so much cool stuff. But I'm not one of those guys. I was gonna call myself a producer.
We can't afford a producer.
You get 2 credits on the album.
I'm an actor. I'm a producer. So anyway, what the hell was I saying?
You were a producer.
We
We get the drums down first,
layer,
and then we just start layering everything down, and lots, big wall of sound kind of stuff
It's
is what I've
fun
done.
recording with Ira because we can try some stuff and be like, hey, does this work?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, yeah, that's awesome. Other times it's like,
Nope.
no.
I don't have my mind made up on anything. I'm an experienced engineer, but more a live engineer than a recording engineer, but I've done a bunch of recordings. So I'm learning a whole bunch of new stuff as I go through this too, which is kind of fun. So these guys are all super patient with me where that's concerned. They let me give them like 600 different versions of the song. I'll be like, oh, Snare's a little too quiet.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever.
Version 6.9.
Yeah, one measure. That,
Yeah, oh my goodness gracious.
Whatever,
Take
like,
that.
we want to, like, if it's like, we want to change something, it seems like, Irv has been pretty good at,
Chuck said he worked together in Ireland. They call him Irv.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
So, yeah, you're
Irv.
I love that.
hey, he's been pretty good at, like,
That's what it's gonna say.
fixing,
on the
whatever we need to do.
Yeah, man.
Producer Irv. That's what's gonna be on the.
Exactly. And so
Yeah.
because I don't do a ton of this, I have drum students at my little studio. I record my band, I record friends' bands, I record this and that, and I'm slowly trying to branch out and do a little bit more here and there. But these guys are just so cool to like work with me in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
like I don't have any preconceived notions. They're not gonna get rushed out of the studio like a lot of places you go in. It's an hourly thing. They got other people coming in. It's like you gotta get it and get out of here, you know. But
Right.
we drink beers and we hang out and we try lots and lots of fun things and
Shit, I want to come hang out.
go around. And that's how Snake Bit ended up happening, you know. The
on
fun
down, Chuck.
little things. Yeah, you can come hang out with us, man. Have drink some beers.
That'd
Yeah,
be
but
awesome.
we'll have to sing backups on
Yeah,
the
dude.
Yeah,
and play some guitar. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
I can do a guest guitar solo.
Guest guitars.
Fucking
See, now
hey,
you're
yeah.
talking.
Now you're talking.
We got, there's like they said, we got lots of fun gear and like
Oh
the-
yeah,
it's way
try this
more
out.
shit,
Yeah.
way more gear.
Run the bus out the base.
Oh yeah, the
short
yeah,
children's extra medium size.
how dare you, sir? It's a leather wrapped telly bass
Oh,
that is supposed to be, what was this?
Waylon
Jennings. It's the Waylon Jennings, like, yeah, it looks like Waylon Jennings guitar. It's really, but it's a hilarious piece of art.
It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in person. Just like,
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It is not. It's a luthier's nightmare, is what it is. But it's a wonderful piece of art. So you can play that when you come to. It's super fun.
so like
Oh,
after you guys record a tune and Irv gives you 600 versions of the tune to check out, what's your preferred method to like listen to that music? Do you take it into the car? Do you just put some headphones on? How do you like to evaluate?
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Just listen to it on the phone real quick and be like, hey man, I don't know.
That's my one requirement.
This
I'm like,
sounds
listen
like
to it on
that.
anything but your phone. That sounds so tinny. So
It actually-
really thin.
listening to it on your phone and then like
Do it anyway.
a
Yes.
white Bluetooth
Mhm.
speaker and then try it out in the car. Like
Good speakers,
Yep.
bad speakers.
Yeah.
I cast it to my home entertainment system. I've got
yeah,
my computer speakers. I've
Yeah.
got my reference monitors. I'm all over. Bluetooth speaker, and yes, listen to it on your phone. Not first though, please. Listen to it on your phone because you got to make sure that you got to make sure the kick is coming through.
yeah.
You got to hear the attack of the kick. You got to hear all that stuff.
There's so
Even
many
on the
different
phone.
things people listen to music on now. It's gotta.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be perfect on all of them, but it's gotta be decent.
Yeah.
You know, like it has to be.
Yeah, and when you're mixing and mastering, usually, you have those like high end speakers. So
Mhm.
like, when you're doing that, you get to hear everything, but not everyone,
Super flat.
Yeah,
Has that,
that's the
Then
great
you take
thing.
it somewhere else, and you're like,
Ooh, that's something.
yeah.
As long as you can make it, just translate across all the
Yeah.
different mediums and make it, that's super important. And then a big, huge part of that is making sure that you're getting your gain structure and all your shit right from the very beginning of the song.
I think the car speakers are probably some of the most important ones.
Most
to listen
important.
at.
Almost every car comes with a sub these days, which is beautiful because I really mix low end too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
That always was the reference, back in the day was put it, if you can listen to it in the car and it sounds kick ass.
Sounds okay. Always.
How's this feel driving?
Yep.
Like
Yeah. Yeah. Because when you're in the studio, you have the reference speakers and you're just like,
Oh, yeah,
that
man.
sounds killer, and you're like, holy
Yep.
shit, this is awesome.
Room is tuned. Everything's
Oh, yeah.
everything's the way kind of you want it to be, and out in the wild, well, you never know.
Yeah, that's what we listen to. Ira, what is this? I said, do you still want that Ferrari? I said, this is. Better get back to this.
Get back to mixing.
That Ferrari, they told us.
Yeah.
Version 37.6 is unacceptable.
So,
37.7 is.
so what are you guys thinking as far as like? I know you want to take your time with the new music. Are you gonna shoot for like a spring to put something out, and are you gonna do it like all at once, or are you just gonna kind of do singles? Like,
we're looking at doing 4 or 5 songs, and we'll probably do. I don't know if we'll do them all as singles released. We'll do a couple singles probably, and then eventually probably collect it with Snake Bit. Ira's got some magic he wants to work on a remix for that.
Mhm.
And,
oh, cool.
We got some ideas. Yep.
So yeah, 4 or 5 plus Snake Bit. It would be
Yeah.
Hopefully by the end of the year we'll have.
Well, I think for that, because I was gonna be back at the deck, which you and Brenda got to stop out at.
Oh
that,
yeah,
man.
definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure. Sounds awesome. Got to
Those are
check
cool
that out.
spots.
You got
Not you.
you got shit
So I'm
switch.
saying,
You took glasses like that, and then you got shit switch. And like I was going like drink some beers.
Bring a hat. Nobody will even know the difference.
Yeah, just do
They'll call you Herb and
Yeah.
you know.
Fix the next couple songs, Chuck. I'm gonna take it right.
Same with a tablet and be like,
Yeah.
But every time I walk away, just
yeah.
fucking-
What the fuck happened? They'll be like, what the fuck has Irv done? He's fucking this whole mix up.
Oh, Herb.
Oh man, yeah, no. Actually, we're supposed to go out to Muskegon in June. I think something.
There you
like
go.
that.
man. Perfect. Drop on by, buddy.
Yeah, because we
I'll have tequila waiting for you.
we are friends with Alan Serio, who owns Wonderland Distillery out there.
Oh, Wonderland. Yeah, my buddy is the GM over that way.
yeah.
He used to work with us. He was the Derek. Do you know Derek from Wonderland? Have you?
No, I just know Alan. So.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Derek's is like, I guess he's his right hand man down there. I don't know if he still is. Maybe I should.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're supposed to cruise out there. We got to firm that up, but yeah, summer basically.
Yeah.
Out that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta do it.
Yeah. So
gotta do
that'll
it.
be awesome. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, man. No, I
Okay.
appreciate you. Yeah, we record some pre-production.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Time to get at it.
There you go. Well, guys, you know,
We'll see you at Grant Bjork.
Yeah.
Herb will probably be there.
yeah,
That's
that'd be cool.
When's that show?
March 10th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chuck's already got a ticket.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll see you there.
All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for being on Fans with Bands. I got one
thank you,
last
man.
question for
Yeah.
you, and that's for everybody. And that's, what's your favorite food for breakfast? Matt.
Breakfast. Let's see, something with bacon.
Something
Yeah.
with bacon.
Something with bacon.
I'm easy. Eggs
Eggs. All right. Any like
and coffee.
fried, scrambled, and
Yeah,
omelet?
scrambled. I go scrambled.
Yeah, I would say an omelet, but I don't know what's
Hot
in it.
sauce,
You
hot
do
sauce
so
on
many
there.
different combinations.
Do you have
That's-
an everyday thing? Does anybody have an everyday? I have an everyday breakfast thing that I do. My wife is amazing. She makes bagels from scratch every single week.
What?
So every morning I get a jalapeno sharp cheddar bagel, and then I make red pepper and jalapeno cream cheese.
Ooh.
You know, I put all these. It's super spicy, and then I put Mexican seasoning all over it, right? Because I got a problem.
We have to go to Herb's house.
And then
Stomach problem.
yeah, no, great. And
As after.
then 2 boiled eggs with that. So a bagel and 2 boiled eggs every single morning. That's keep this fine, svelte.
That's what runs the machine.
That's what runs the machine, man. That's awesome.
Oh, and a banana sometimes if there's bananas. in
Holy
those.
cow! That's,
Potassium's good.
I gotta have it.
Get those vitamins.
I'm old, man. I gotta, yeah, I gotta make sure.
Keep their joints working and
Yep.
that's right.
Tommy, what do you eat for breakfast? What's your
Yeah.
breakfast thing?
You
you breakfast guy?
every day? No, not too much, but
Tacos.
76th Street. Yeah.
That's the big meal of the day.
The
man.
bomb. I know, man. I know. Maybe 76th Street truck stop,
70s
man.
Oh, dude.
76th.
Yeah.
The omelet, dude. Get up the
Place
truck
is
stop.
chronic. The omelet's killer, but the what's the burrito? The breakfast burrito.
Oh, that is
Woo!
wrong.
Oh man, that's good.
There was a place we went to for breakfast in Grand Rapids, Charlie's. Maybe
Charlie's Crab?
no.
All right,
Maybe I got it wrong.
Yeah,
It's not
R.I.P.
Charlie's. Shit.
What's cakes?
Fuck. I'll have to send it to you. It was. They have and they have awesome lunch, like ridiculously large sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
And it was just some like little place north end of town, but
On the north end of town. Okay.
yeah. And it was fuck. I can't remember now. I'll have to go.
Lucy's? Was it Lucy's? Yeah.
Maybe.
Lucy's down there. That's a really crowded place too.
And then
Yeah.
Max in Sparta, Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh baby.
Maxine's inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to
Yeah,
find
they
it.
are very good
Crazy,
options.
sometimes.
Reasonably priced.
He's part of where you're from.
But
I'll have to find it. I think maybe the person that worked there or had been there the longest was named Charlie. It was.
That's completely different, Chuck.
I know. I'm like, what the hell? All right. Well, guys, it was great talking with you. Great to see you. Looking forward to Brant Bjork. Is it? How do you say his last name? Bjork.
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 We're from that side of town, so.
We
Yeah,
can translate for you.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to the new music and Electric Frankenstein coming up. So that'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we hope to see it. That'll be a blast, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a killer lineup too.
Well, that's my birthday. My birthday weekend. So
Oh, yeah, birthday weekend.
Now Slot
Yeah.
Sanctuary.
Yeah.
there you
Wow,
go.
well,
That's
that's drunk.
really cool.
Yeah, we'll do some good stuff.
There you go. All right, guys. Take it easy.
Take yours to Chuck.
All right.
See you soon. See you, man.
Yep. Many thanks to Tommy, Mike, Matt, and Trey from Slumlord Radio, as well as Ira for joining me in this episode of Fans of Bands. It was great to catch up with the Slumlord Radio guys, as well as meet their new member, Trey. The Slumlords have been busy recording a new album and playing a ton of shows. I recently caught one of them at the Pyramid Scheme, opening up for Brant Bjork, and they were fantastic. The added guitar is really amping up their sound. You can catch them live on April 11th at Tip Top Deluxe in Grand Rapids and on April 12th at the Sanctuary in Hamtramck. See the show notes for all the details and links. Bands are nothing without you, the fans. Purchasing music and merchandise is critical to their survival. If you can help out your favorite bands, please do. If you're in Michigan, consider following the Playing in Detroit Area Tonight and SE for Southeast Michigan Music Facebook pages. They are fantastic places for fans and bands to support each other and share our combined love of music. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to hit subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get each and every episode of Fans of Bands. Spread the word by rating the show, telling your friends, telling your neighbors, telling your family, telling your priest, tell everyone, and leave a comment. We want to hear what you think. You can keep in touch by following us on social media. This is a Life in Michigan production. Until next time, be well and kick out the jam.